It's time to duel!
There won't be anyone ahead of me. I'll be the best, no one can stop me.
Hey guys, how's it going? Teddy Mag here, coming at you guys with a bit of a more budget-ish deck profile. It's for Vinsmoke Reiju. The deck is really good. It is a bit anti-meta, but also at the same time, it kind of loses to Red-Purple Law. Mostly because of the mechanic of both of them. Red-Purple Law will always be more advantageous than you. But yeah, so let's get into it, guys. Like I said, it's a bit more budget friendly. I'll give you the cards I will take out for the more expensive cards in a bit. But so Reiju, leader. On my turn, once per turn, when a Dawn card is from the field is returned to the Dawn deck, you draw a card, and that's gonna matter a lot because we play the Vinsmokes. So we have Vinsmoke Reiju, 2-drop, 2000 with a 1k counter. Active main, Dawn -1. If your leader has the Germa 6/6 type, play one Vinsmoke Reiju with a cost of 4 from my hand or trash. So, as you can see, your leader is Vinsmoke family, Germa 6/6. And so you could activate, summon Reiju, activate Reiju, minus a Dawn. And when you do that, you will then play from hand or trash your 4-drop Vinsmoke Reiju. 4-drop 5k with a 1k counter. On play, if the number of Dawn cards on the field is equal to or less than the number of on your opponent's field, and you have 5 or less cards in hand, you draw 2. So basically, this card has been seeing a lot of play in almost any purple deck, basically, because as long as you have less Dawn and less than 5 cards in hand, you draw 2. And again, you don't mind discarding her for the counter power because you could get her back from trash. And that goes along also with Vinsmoke Yonji. This one is more of like the budgeter side. So again, 2 cost, 2000 power, 1k counter, active main, Dawn -1. And if you do that, you get to play a 4 cost Yonji from hand or trash. So that is basically what the little Vinsmokes do. They will minus a Dawn to summon the bigger version from trash or hand. So I could stop repeating that for everyone. So then this one will transform into 4 cost Yonji, 5k, 1000 counter, and if the number of Dawn cards is equal or less than the opponent's field, it gains 1000 power. So it'll become a 6k, and it's a blocker, so it'll become a 6k blocker. Or a 6k attacker. Again, this is basically the budget version of it. If you want to play a more upgraded version, I recommend adding in Queen from Structure Deck, I think 2 or 3. The Purple Queen. And then you'll have a slot open for anything else you might want to try to add in there. But you just need 3. Okay. And then we play the 4 of Niji. It's a 3-drop, 3k with 1k counter. Same effect as all the other babies, or small forms. You minus a Dawn to play your big one, your big Niji. So big Niji, 5-drop, 6k counter. And so he has on play, if the number of Dawn cards on the field is equal or less than the opponent's field, choose one. KO one of your opponent's character with a cost of 2 or less, or return up to one opponent's character with a cost of 4 or less to the owner's hand. So you could either kill a blocker or bounce a blocker, or a bigger threat that's on the board. So it's really good. Plus it's a really big body, so that's why you want to play 4 of them. I don't know what else to say. It has a lot of benefits to it. And then kind of the biggest MVP of the deck is Ishiji. I hope I'm saying the names correctly, guys. I apologize if I'm not. He's a 4-drop, 4k power. Again, has the Vinsmoke ability, where you minus a Dawn to play Big Ishiji. He's a 7k, he doesn't have counter power, but he does have an amazing on-play effect. If the number of Dawn cards on the field is less than or equal to your opponent's, that's kind of why you lose to Law, because they will minus their Dawn faster than you can. Sorry, off track. Give one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power, and he gains Rush. So he's a rusher. If you happen to play against anything that doesn't have characters on the board, it's going to be tough for you because he's not going to gain Rush. But, again, most of the time there will always be something on the board for you to minus 2k power, and then just give him Rush and swing in for 7k. So, insane. You always want to hold on to these and press for game as much as possible. But that's not it. There's also one more Power Ranger-esque character, and that is Vinsmoke Judge. I do only play 2. He has an 8-drop, 8,000 power. He's really good for late game if you manage to get there, for the simple fact that on play, Dawn -1. You may trash 2 cards from your hand, play up to 4 Germa 6/6 type character cards with different names, and 4,000 power or less from your trash. So what does that mean? So if you happen to play him, you could then bring out Little Ishiji, Little Niji, Little Yonji, and Little Reiju from your trash. And then from there, you would proceed to minus a Dawn to bring out the big one, minus a Dawn to bring out the big one, minus a Dawn to bring out the big one, minus a Dawn to bring out the big one. So yeah, it's a very big powerhouse, very big power play. Worst comes to worst, you just get to discard it. But yeah, that's why I only play 2 of them. And then onto the counter power, I guess you could say. We do play 4 of the Vinsmoke Sora. She is a 2k counter, but also on play you may trash a card from the hand, and if the number of Dawn cards to the field is equal or less than on your opponent's field, you can add 1 Vinsmoke family type character card with 4,000 power from your trash to your hand. So if you're running low on resource, you're out of your luck, just play Sora, get back one of your 4 or less Vinsmoke babies, I guess you could say, and start going off from there. And then we also play the 4 of Kaya. 2k power, 2k counter power. But also, again, worst comes to worst, on play, draw 2 cards, trash 2 cards from your hand. So this is insanely important. The draw power also, you'll see why in a little bit, but the deck does function, but there is one little problem. If you're stuck with all the big Vinsmokes, you can't play them unless you hardcast them, and if you have all the babies, you get no benefit if you don't have the big ones in hand or trash. So you need to draw as much as possible. And then also we do play 2 of the Miss Doublefinger, 4k, 4-drop for 4,000. Also on play, you may trash a card from your hand and add 1 Dawn deck from your Dawn, 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck and rest it. And worst comes to worst, trigger Dawn -1, you get to play this card. So no neg basically, but also a body, but 2k counter. So now to the most important card in the deck is the Stage. Kingdom of Germa. 1-drop, active main, you may trash a card from your hand and rest the stage. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal 1 card that includes Germa and add it to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of the deck. So you really want to draw into this, or you want to mulligan as hard as you can to get this card into your hand. This helps you set up your plays. It helps you set up everything you need. It helps you ditch the big bodies to get the little bodies to play, and then resummon them. And then also, the faster you do that, the more you could minus the Dawn. That will help you draw the cards with your leader. So this card is key. And along with that card, okay, so along with this card, the only basically other searcher you have is your Germa 66. It's an event, 1-drop, main. Look at the 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal 1 card that includes Germa other than Germa 66, and add it to your hand, and then place the rest of the bottom in the deck in any order. So if you don't see this opening hand, or even after mulligan, but you do see this, you want to use this to get into your kingdom. Let's say you magically open these two, you're set up basically. This will help you start setting up your plays, and this will help you dig into the proper bodies you need. So these 8 cards are essential to the deck basically. And then as the last 2 of, we do play 2 Gum Gum Jet Gatlings. 0 cost event, counter, trash a card. Up to one of your leader characters gets plus 3000 during this battle. But also, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set it as active. That's in case it comes out of trigger, but realistically you always want to use it as a counter, and you always want to throw away the big bodies because it could just be recycled, brought back from trash. So yeah guys, that's it for now. That is my budget friendlier version of the Vinsmoke Reiju. You might have seen it played out already in our previous videos, but yeah, let us know what you guys think of the deck. Let us know what you guys want to see next. Let us know if you want to see more plays, and yeah,